In today's video, we'll go over the latest updates on Palantir, such as new contracts and videos that they released. We'll then talk about the updated analyst consensus rating and institutional holding. More contracts won. Just a few weeks after Palantir's Q3 earnings report, where they said that one of their focus is to grow the commercial business, on December 2nd, Palantir announced a new commercial deal. The deal is a multi-year agreement with Kinder Morgan, ticker KMI, which is one of the largest energy infrastructure companies in North America. Kinder Morgan will be using Palantir's Foundry platform to optimize their US-based gas storage operations. Energy companies have vast amounts of data from various sources, and the data doesn't talk to each other, so all that data is not used in an effective way. Through the Foundry platform, Kinder Morgan's operators will be able to see common operating picture of the company's infrastructure, connecting transactional systems data streams, analysis, and operations oversupply, grid integrity, customers, and pricing. And with real-time access, Kinder Morgan can make data-driven decisions on gas storage, optimization, and maintenance scheduling. The second deal is a government contract that Palantir announced on December 2nd, and it is a $43 million contract as an additional extension to the previous contract won in April and August of this past year. This contract is with Space Systems Command's Cross-Mission Ground and Communications Enterprise. This brings their total cumulative contract value to $91.5 million. Palantir's platform, known as Warp Core, is being utilized to integrate and manage vast amounts of data from various data sources for their space missions. Warp Core was also recently used beyond space-related missions and was used by SSC and its partners to assist the evacuation of U.S. allies from Afghanistan. Keep in mind that just because they win these government contracts, it doesn't mean they will be making the revenue this year, because the contracts are multi-year and the revenue is earned as different sets of services and products are delivered. And as a reminder from our episode 33, one thing institutional investors didn't like about Palantir was its delay in delivering the government contracts from its backlog. So we can't take this news at face value, and we should monitor in their next earnings report that there isn't continued slowdown in fulfilling the government backlog. Palantir appears to be on track to standardize their platforms to win more commercial clients. Palantir released a video 6 days ago talking about how their Foundry platform is helping energy and utility companies. An engineer at Palantir said that Palantir is partnering with major utility companies across the globe to integrate and operationalize their data using Palantir's Foundry platform. Foundry helps them with power generation, grid generation, and customer care, and to help enhance safety and manage risk. If you recall, one of the things that Palantir said in the Q3 earnings call was that Palantir will be leveraging their existing Foundry platform and standardizing it to sell to commercial clients. We can see that this is starting to set in motion. By honing into an industry and realizing what their biggest challenges are for the major companies in that industry, they can start to standardize their data integration and data analysis platform specifically for that industry and sell it to different clients in that industry. And it appears from their video that they have figured out for the energy industry the type of data energy companies hold, the data integration required, the key metrics that energy companies need to track, and what decisions energy companies need to make. And a week after this video, they announced yesterday that they have a deal with a major energy company in the US. It is a good sign that Palantir appears to be on track to standardize their platform by industry so that they can roll out to similar clients with similar needs. Maybe this is just the start of more contracts with energy companies. Another evidence they seem to be executing on their goal of standardizing the platform to sell to more clients is a video they released on December 1st. Palantir's CEO Alex Karp and the software engineer lead Rob Imig talked about one of their latest offerings, the AI Inference Platform, AIP. It is a product that solves the problem of shifting compute to the edge. What this platform does is that Instead of bringing the data back to Foundry or Gotham platform and running the platform on a ground or cloud environment, AIP moves the AI to the edge to run on aircraft, boats, satellites, ground vehicles, and other remote areas. From a technical perspective, this is difficult because you don't have the power of a platform like Foundry or Gotham, so you have to figure out how to build an engine that can run in very low power, disconnected environments at around 10 to 50 watts. You don't have access to a rack of servers, and instead, you have a very small device that runs all the code. They took the existing Foundry platform and took the algorithm and pushed it out to the edge so that the system can run as an autonomous platform. They're currently installing the software on aircraft, unmanned systems, and manned aircraft and helicopters for the Army. In the beginning of the video, CARP indicated that they are standardizing it to meet the needs of various clients. Indirect news update. Back in April 2021, United Airlines unveiled plans to fund more sustainable jet fuel made from trash. They partnered with global firms to form the Ecosystems Alliance. And one of those partners is Palantir. And on December 1st, United became the first aviation in history to fly an aircraft full of passengers using 100% sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, which is an alternative fuel made with non-petroleum feedstocks. In our last Palantir video, Alex Karp gave an interview on CNBC, and in that interview, he reiterated Palantir's vision to be an ethical company that helps the US bring positive influence in the world. The EcoSkies Alliance program is trying to make efforts in reducing the negative climate impact of air carriers, and it's good to see that Palantir is one of the partners. So even though this news is indirectly related to Palantir, it helps to know that Palantir's vision is being carried out in a smaller, indirect way. Analyst consensus down to a hold and institutional investors loading up. Although the average analyst consensus target price is still around $24, some of the analysts have downgraded their view on Palantir either to hold or sell. And now the analyst consensus rating is a hold. But perhaps one good news is that in September, retail investors owned 60% of the company and institutional investors owned 24%. But as of November 29th, 2021, institutional investor holding is 31.4%, so it appears that as there were sell-offs in the last few weeks, the institutional investors may have likely been the ones that loaded up on Palantir.